What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Today we have quite the vintage Nike haul of clothing, and then we have the latest pair from developer Boring. But first, before we do all that, let's just hop right into some really cool pieces I've thrifted off lately. And first, starting, this is kind of a similar style that they keep, I guess you could say, retroing. You see this V-cut. I always see it at the outlet, I feel like, but this is an original. So how do you know it's original? I don't know if the retro has these metal zippers either. It's got the Nike. It's quite heavy too. But the originals from the late 80s and early 90s. We have the gray tag. Nike, this tag is massive too, but it looks really good. Got the blue hood, stitched Nike. It's not screen pressed. I believe some of the newer ones are screen pressed as well. Nothing against screen pressing, but really nice overall. Super clean. Size large will fit me nicely. Sometimes you see them without the strings. I'm glad that these do have the strings. But really nice. Black on blue. And I'm finding this stuff for cheaper than you would find new stuff that's not even made as nicely. So moving on to this piece. I believe this is not true like old vintage, but I think it's maybe early 2000s, but it looks very OG. So it's an all conditions gear. We have the hood with the red lining, which is kind of cool. If we unzip it, you see the tags. It is made in Thailand. So we have the ACG. This one is XL. But again, it zips all the way down. It's a pullover, so it's got the zipper across here too. So you got the big pouch, which is nice. Love the all conditions gear. This is waterproof. I was looking up this ClimaFit, and it is just that, waterproof. And I believe this technology was later. Maybe you know the timeline exactly when these came out, but drop a comment if you do have any insight. But overall, I'm really happy with this jacket. I think it's cool. I was watching it for a while, wanted to grab it, and but yeah, these will not be worn anytime soon because it is the threshold of hell. Summer heat in Chicago. But anyway, here's something else I came across. Short shorts, there we go, from the 1980s. So if you see like the blue tags from like the Air Jordan line, the first Air Jordan, these are size medium, running shorts. They actually have the same style, like the Air Jordan pants. They have these laces, or the drawstring, I should say, not laces. It's like a lace. And here we have screen printed, okay? So screen printed, not embroidered. Got blue stripes down the line, which is pretty cool. My wife says they're too short. Maybe I'll throw some spandex underneath them. But either way, I like them. Test them out, see how they are. And last but not least, we have the traditional, kind of like swimming trunks. You can see how much bigger these are. Purple on orange. So I do have some flights, some OG flights with that color combination, which I'm pretty excited to wear with these shorts. But yeah, sometimes you see this is kind of worn out and maybe even completely gone. There is some cracking there, which is fine. Not sneaker crack, just more along the lines of Nike Sportswear crack. But yeah, swimming liner, you can see on the inside. And again, we have the gray tags, size medium. Remember, if you do shop for vintage, stuff is oversized from the 80s and 90s, definitely. Looking back to this earlier 80s, not oversized, not quite as much. Size scale, definitely in the 90s, everything was made bigger. But some really cool pieces. Next, we're going to clear these out and see what is new from developer Boring. Moving on, we have the purple metallic. So these are by developer Boring. Big shout out to Jump Piggy 666. He actually sent these over. MemoryKicks.com is basically like a stock of developer Boring and some other stuff. They have a collaborative relationship with developer Boring, so thanks again to him. But these look great. Just like the Chicago's I just recently reviewed, feels similar to that leather. Always on point with the cuts. The shape is consistently good, and these are just as good as the previous ones. The boxes are actually overhauling, they're changing, so if you order from them, all you're going to get is a simple plain brown box, but again, you're buying the sneakers. I'm sure they're going to work something up pretty soon here with the new box design or whatever. But yeah, these are great. They are sturdy. The ankle looks great. Thick cut leather. It's not quite as plush, I would say, as like the earliest versions, but they're durable. It moves naturally. Okay, I'm excited to wear these, just like the green metallic and the black metallic. I had no issues, no forefoot pain when I wore them. They break in beautifully, and I really like the purple. Like, check that purple out. If that's not OG, I don't know what is. That looks amazing. It looks really good. So let's take a look at the other sneaker too. This one I did not leave laced, so you guys can see. They came with the pack of OG style white laces as well. There's the purple tongue tags. Again, it's a little more modernized. It's a little more refined stitching. Dual registered logos, which is good though. Thickness it's definitely on point with the OG. It's got a bit more of a sheen than that finish we see on the OGs, where it's more of like a canvas. These have a slight sheen to them, but they feel good for sure. Wings logo, again, not too heavily embossed, and it's matte finished as the OG would be. So you can see that really good. Outsole is purple. Their outsoles are consistent. It is the Retro 85 spec with the curve, the natural shape of the 85 sole. Except for the sole is definitely, I've mentioned many times, it's definitely more flat. It's definitely flatter, more level. Makes for a good flat toe box. So that always looks really good. On the inside, here we go. We've got size 11, custom by DB, Developer Boring. Here's the laces that they come with. I always swap those OG style ones out. We also can see on the inside, these are the insoles that they're pretty much putting throughout all of them. It's the Nike Air dual registered logos, which is good. I wish the brand would actually start doing that more with their insoles for all the sneakers they release. But yeah, again, look at that thick, comfortable, thick polyurethane insoles, board blasted on the bottom. But yeah, all in black, which looks good. It kind of goes for everything. I know changing colors would definitely cost more money, but black can't go wrong with at any point. Take a look at the tongue tags here. So these are made in China, but they're just basically sending tribute to the original, the OG. Really nice, great shape. Again, these always break in so nicely. Even the collars. Let's take a look at the collar really quick. You can see the purple. It's got just enough padding. It really feels like the thickness of the OGs. Obviously, if you've owned OGs, you know that the collars will harden over time, and you have to replace that padding. But this is definitely on point. Thick cut leather, just looks great. They kind of speak for themselves, you know. They just look really, really nice. Yeah, definitely excited to wear another pair from Developer Boring. So shout out Joe Piggy 666. Thanks again. MemoryKicks.com. They do have basically stock of Developer Boring. I remember seeing multiple colorways, so if you're looking for any of theirs, they definitely have them on there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Really beautiful pair here, and some OG samples of Nike Sportswear. And I've kind of sidebarred the Air Jordan 5 Grape. I know a lot of you are asking about it. It's been really hot. They are in their cool box, and temperature and humidity controlled as well as I can, because that definitely will be an elaborate video to have them out very soon. Hopefully the heat wave dies down, and I will get to that video ASAP. Until then, don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at OG or Bust, and we will see you guys really soon.